Konami Studios.
Strange Academy issue number 6. This book continues to be just something I wasn't expecting from Marvel. Like, it just has a different feel than a lot of the books they've done before. So much so that I'm pretty sure DC ripped it off with Teen Titans Academy that's coming in March. Like, this is just so fun and so interesting. It's Harry Potter, but cool. It is. I really like it. So last issue, our gang of kids went to go find Calvin. They haven't returned back, and they're getting into a big fight with the Hollow. Well, now the teachers realize they're missing. So we open this book. Zelma and Magic are trying to, use some power from, the three-eyed realm where they can see things in a different way. Maybe they can find, Calvin's, what they call it, some weird meta-mystical trail that he left behind of some just, I don't know, dirt or something. So they're trying to find him that way. Meanwhile, Jericho is leading a group of other teachers, and Mindless wants to search the grounds. So they're just kind of looking around well, we don't really know where they went. We know that they went to find Calvin. They didn't come back. And they're just kind of searching around. They hear a big boom, boom, boom coming down. And they see that it is the frost giant, Gus, who is just can you help my friends? And just collapses down from just the panic, I guess the anxiety of running down towards the teacher. So he just collapses down there. Then we cut to our kids who are in the midst of the fight, and they're like, wow, this is going a lot worse than we expected. We can't really catch a break in this fight. And they realize it's because Zelma said when they were training in the classes, the power that they were using on the people weren't as strong as it because they took care of the magic abilities and stuff of the people they're training against and fighting against, so they can prepare how to use the fight. So when it comes to a real battle, none of the students are as prepared as they expected because now there's nothing holding them back from using their full power or from the people they're fighting to use their full power. So they're not as strong as they think. And Doyle's like, that's great. Let's just stop fighting and bickering, and I think we should just retreat. Maybe Toph can build an area up with some ice so we can at least escape and get out of there. So they do that. They all start to run away trying to figure out what to do, and they're just trying to find the next way out of there. The Hollow are still on their trail, and we get some moments of Zoe and Desi, and Desi's just talking to Zoe do you feel that, Zoe? Something beneath us. What is that? You should tap into that and control it. And she's like, oh shit, I guess you're right. So we get the big reveal that we've all kind of been teasing and expecting. I think I said it in a couple issues earlier. This is what I expected. Zoe is a zombie. So she is a living corpse that taps into the energies of the swamp and rises a bunch of dead people to come up and protect them. And it uses a lot of her power to do that, but they managed to get a little bit away from it, take out some of the Hollow. But then the lead Hollow guy's like, really? All your parlor tricks aren't going to work here, Missy. So Doyle steps up. He's like, that's it. I don't need to hear any more of your bullshit speech. Firepower attack. Boyle goes crazy trying to take them all down, but it's not enough. And they just find a way to completely extinguish the light from Doyle. Emily starts freaking out, and you're like, oh shit, what are they doing to this kid? I really liked Doyle. I think that concept of having a child Dormammu it's been played up before of things like Loki, but I think he's been pretty interesting so far, and I've liked seeing him. And he's trying to beg for his life as he's literally being killed by this creature, and we see that he's probably dead. Emily is freaking out because we saw in the last issue that she's like, yeah, I think you're kind of cute, and little high school crush there. And then the lead Hollow is just, again, he's just, yeah, well, you guys are weak. You're a bunch of kids. We need your power, so we'll take it. Emily goes completely berserk, fully lashes out and takes the bunch of them down, drains her completely, and you're just like, yeah, finally, we're getting a lot of shit happening now. Everyone's falling down. Everyone's getting beaten up. Everyone's using all their power. And in comes our heroes, Doctor Strange, Brother Voodoo, and Man-Thing. I'm like, yeah, let's get more of Man-Thing in this book. I love that he's a teacher at this school, just because it makes no sense to me why he'd be a teacher, but I love it. So Doctor Strange and Voodoo, they use their powers to turn the Hollows into a tree, and then Strange puts a spell on it so they won't awaken from this for ages to come. So whenever that happens to be, it won't be until everyone here is long dead. And they just kind of take the kids back to the school, and they're like, let's get them out of here, we'll get them rested. But the revelation at the end of this book happens to be that Doyle Dormammu is dead. Now, do I think Doyle is going to be dead? I don't know. It could go either way for me, that maybe we're going to do an arc now, because this 6 issues kind of felt like the first arc of the story, and now we're going to go into the next arc where maybe it's about finding a way to bring Doyle back to life. That could definitely be something I see them playing up. But I don't know. I think it's kind of interesting that you'd kill Doyle here. It's kind of a cool idea. I like that we get a bunch of revelations in here. I wonder how seeing Zoe as a zombie is going to affect the way that the group views her, how the teachers view her as a character. I wonder how that's going to mean for Desi, if she's going to be able to like connect deeper on a level with Zoe, or if she's able to find certain things to maybe potentially bring Doyle back. And we see that Emily has a lot of raw power inside of her, so I'm very curious to see how that's going to play up and where that's going to go for that character. This book is just so fun and so different, and I cannot wait for more of it. Like, I've just been completely engrossed in what this narrative is. It just becomes something so fascinating to me that I didn't expect to like as much as I do. Scotty Young's killing it on the writing for this book, because each issue, well, it feels self-contained. It's playing to a larger story about these kids learning to deal with their powers, and Humberto Ramos' art is perfect for this kind of story because it's got that playful, childish energy that I think works really well for this kind of narrative, and I absolutely think it's one a lot of people should check out. I know a lot of people are reading it because I think the sales are okay, but you guys, this is a book at Marvel I think everybody would like. It's just really enjoyable and cool. So, Strange Academy issue number 6, I am going to give a 9 out of 10. Now, thank you guys so much for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, Patreon, Twitter, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have fun, stay safe, good luck.